Welcome back. My name is KP, and today we're going to talk a little bit about something that is just everywhere right now, but it's the perfect proxy to say something that I've been meaning to say for a very long time. So this Jada Pinkett-Smith memoir has been exploding everywhere, and much like you, I'm guessing I don't know these people. I don't really care about what's going on in these people's lives. I loved Red Table Talk. But yeah, that's about as much as like I'm invested. Only because I tuned into Red Table Talk one day and all her business was out there. So I was just like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna roll with this. As someone who is just on the outside looking in and reading body language and reading the situation and just feeling through what's going on. A lot of the talking heads are screaming at her about, emasculating the man. And moral of the story is, I don't think that this woman is acting in a silo, in a vacuum. I'm pretty sure this family has had a conversation about this. I'm pretty sure she got the go-ahead to let it all out. I would imagine if you have been living for everyone else for so long, this image, your family, your business, trying to just keep things cute for those reasons, she's probably just ready to burn it all down. I remember watching an episode of Red Table Talk, and she talks about, arguments that she had with Will over the years. And he told her, I did this all for you. I built this huge house and this like, they have a compound pretty much, all of this for you. And she was like, when did I ever ask you for this? I never wanted any of this. So right there was a clue that for a while she had, just been putting herself aside and living a life for her family. And I would imagine after a while that can just eat away at you. No one's right in this. No one's wrong in this. This is just life. This is real life. We all make sacrifices for those in our lives. We all, have taken different routes accordingly, like because of that. And everything else aside, blowing up her entire, not even, I wouldn't say she's blowing up her life. She's blowing up the facade. Kudos to her. As someone, I actually recently had this conversation with my older brother about how the adults, or should I say the older generation in our family, they just have been holding on to secrets for decades. I'm sure there are generations of secrets that the family has been passing down and holding on to, and, letting people in or not accordingly. And for what? For what? It's just an added unnecessary burden. And I feel like me, my brother and sister are definitely part of, the generation that's going to dismantle that and leave that baggage behind. That was all to say, for years, I've been seeing on social media, even people I know, anytime a new book would come out, a tell-all, whatever, or even just someone randomly just dropping a book, people always want to say, like, why is everyone writing a book? no one cares, yada, yada. I strongly disagree. You hear that a lot of people who write their own book and put it out there, they always say, like, if it's going to affect one life, change one life, then they've done their job. And I totally understand that. That's part of what this channel is. Just if this can help someone or reach someone, whatever, entertain someone, I'm doing my job. And at the very least, if you're writing your own book, the life that you're changing is your own. One life is going to be changed, at the very least, your own. So I completely feel that, understand that, and I am of the team that you need to do whatever you're called to do, whatever will bring you freedom, peace. As I always say, the hard things, if that is something that has always intimidated you, that you've always wanted to do, but just didn't feel ready, or like your story didn't matter. And this is from writing books to moving to that country you've always wanted to move to getting that degree you've always wanted to get, to having that kid, to anything in your life that has been on your heart forever and just seems like an obstacle that you can never overcome, something that you just always put away or say, maybe it's not for me, maybe it's never gonna happen, who cares? That's just your resistance telling you, stay safe, we're good here, let's not put ourselves at risk. But once you actually do the thing, you realize, oh, that was so simple, and pain-free, and I'm still alive. And it just opens up so much more for your life. At the very least, again, I don't know this woman. I don't know her story. I have no plans to read the book. And I wish them all the best. But at the very least, this book was just something she needed to do to get some stuff off her chest and free herself. You can, always think about the people in your lives that could be affected by your actions. The mature thing to do would be to have a conversation with them and have their sign off. But eventually you got to do it. You cannot die with that lingering regret, that what if. And you can't let other people dictate your movements. There's so many little things that we're called to do in this life. They don't always make sense. They're not always what we want to do. But once you actually get it done, this burden you didn't even know you had because you'd been living with it for so long, just dissipates. So whatever book you have in your heart, whatever, anything, song you want to sing, life you want to lead, whatever it is, you got to do it. So it's easy for someone on the outside looking in to say you should be doing this and doing that, and it's going to hurt this person and change this life or whatever. But you can only do in this life what you're called to do. So yeah, that's my little perspective on the biggest news of the week. Just curious as to I feel like everyone has a different perspective on what's going on. Everyone's seeing it from a different angle. I'm not sure how many people are thinking of, just the journey of writing a book. And I've listened to so many podcasts and seen so many people talk about writing their own book and then actually recording it for like an audiobook and having to revisit these things again and out loud, and how that changes your life. People, have all these emotions that they weren't expecting. People start crying and rethinking, or conversely, like feeling really validated in the story that they're telling. So that's the perspective I'm looking at it from. You just gotta get it out. And of course, my background being from a family where people just hold on to things for no good reason. And you see all the little ways in which it just holds their life back and stunts their potential. Just wondering if anyone else thought of it from that angle, or what other angles are you seeing it from? And yeah, just curious as to what are you not doing? What's the book you're not writing or afraid to write? What is the thing that you're being called to do, but you just haven't found the courage to do that yet? So that's it for me today. With love.